In the small village of Iketon, nestled in the heart of Nigeria, there lived a woman named Damalola. She was a stunning beauty with piercing brown eyes and skin as smooth as ebony. Damalola's life was like a perfectly woven tapestry, with every thread carefully intertwined to create a beautiful picture. Or so it seemed. Damalola's story began like any other young woman's in the village. She grew up with big dreams, hoping to one day find true love and live happily ever after. And then, one fateful day, she met him, her soulmate, her everything. His name was Obinna, and he was the most charming and handsome man in the village. They fell deeply in love, and their relationship was the envy of everyone around them. But fate had other plans. Tragedy struck one day, leaving Damalola world-shattered. Obinna was involved in a fatal accident, leaving her a widow at a young age. The village mourned the loss of their beloved son, and Damalola was consumed by grief. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Damalola became withdrawn and isolated. She stopped attending social gatherings and spent most of her time alone, lost in thought. The villagers tried to reach out to her, but she pushed them away. Little did they know, Damalola was hiding a dark secret, a secret that would haunt her for the rest of her life. One day, while visiting Obinna's grave, Damalola stumbled upon an old, mysterious-looking man. He introduced himself as a powerful juju priest who claimed to have the ability to bring back the dead. Desperate to be reunited with her beloved Obinna, Damalola sought the priest's help. The priest warned Damalola that the consequences of his spell would be dire, but she was willing to risk everything to be with Obinna again. And so, under the light of a full moon, the priest performed the ritual. To Damalola's amazement, Obinna's corpse began to stir. But there was a catch: Obinna was not the same man he once was. He was now a reanimated corpse, with a twisted and sinister personality. Damalola was horrified, but she couldn't bring herself to abandon him. She took him back to her village, hiding him from prying eyes. For 20 long years, Damalola kept her dark secret hidden. She built a life around Obinna's corpse, pretending to the villagers that she was a devoted widow, still grieving the loss of her husband. But in reality, she was living a twisted nightmare. As the years passed, Damalola became increasingly isolated. She stopped leaving her house, afraid of what people might discover. Obinna's corpse, now a shadow of its former self, was her only companion. She fed him, bathed him, and even talked to him, as if he were still alive. The villagers began to suspect that something was amiss. They would catch glimpses of Damalola's husband through her windows, but whenever they approached her, she would shoo them away. Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said Damalola was a witch, while others claimed she was being haunted by Obinna's ghost. But the truth was far more sinister. Damalola was trapped in a living hell, bound to a corpse that was slowly decaying. She was a prisoner of her own desires, forced to endure a love that had long since turned to dust. One day, a young girl from the village, curious about the strange happenings at Damalola's house, decided to sneak in and uncover the truth. What she found would haunt her for the rest of her life: Damalola, surrounded by candles, sitting next to Obinna's rotting corpse, her eyes black as coal, and a twisted smile on her face. The girl ran back to the village, screaming at the top of her lungs. The villagers, realizing that their worst fears were true, banished Damalola from their community. She was forced to flee, leaving behind the only life she had ever known. As Damalola disappeared into the night, the villagers whispered a collective prayer, hoping that she would find peace and redemption. But some say that on certain nights, when the moon is full, you can still hear Damalola's whispers, echoing through the empty streets of Iketon, a haunting reminder of the devastating consequences of her eternal love. And so, the story of Damalola serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that some secrets are better left unspoken, and that the pursuit of love can sometimes lead us down a dark and treacherous path. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating tales from Esther's Folktale.